But in reflecting on my experience and those of countless others, those types of experiences are what define cancer today, and my story, while different, demonstrates only a certain facet of the broader community. Cancer is too often defined by the loss, by the pain. Too often we hear of the empty seat at the dinner table, about a woman who grows old without her husband, about a son whose mother won't see him graduate college, about a child quite literally fighting the battle of his life through months of treatment and radiation, only to succumb in the end. But we here at Relay for Life at Georgetown, we see cancer differently. We see cancer not as something defined solely by these vicious scars or the loss of a loved one, but by the battle that each and every cancer patient fights. It is to us something defined not solely by pain, by bitterness, but something tangibly beatable, something that we can make our most concerted efforts to eradicate. Cancer affects everybody. If you look around as you walk tonight, for every 5 people you see, 2 of them will be diagnosed with cancer at some point in their lives. I just happened to draw the short straw and be diagnosed when I was 18. Each and every single one of us has our own pink scars, our own reason for being here tonight. We are driven by them. They are the emotional or physical badge that we are walking for. I walk as a survivor and to share my story, in the hopes of inspiring and moving others. Some like the free food and activities. Others have lost a family member. Some know a survivor. Others are survivors themselves. We each have our own pink scars that lead us to walk tonight in remembrance and hope. We choose to take action. We raise money for new and cutting-edge research. We raise money for a person who is unable to pay for lodging during treatment. We raise money so that a teenage girl can have a wig to cover her baldness at her high school graduation. The thing is that everyone deserves to live a life cancer-free. Judy Pence deserved to live long enough to see her sons get married and her daughter graduate from college. Janet Shatton didn't deserve to die on her 17th birthday. She deserved to live long enough to graduate high school. Chase Meacham deserved to start high school cancer-free. Brian Oprimchak deserved to live past the 7th grade. Aronson Parabaro deserved to live long enough to see his beautiful daughter Ziane graduate from college, to live long enough to walk her down the aisle and dance with his daughter at her wedding. Because of cancer, he can't do that. Every patient deserves to live long enough to be proud of their children's accomplishments, and every child deserves to live long enough to make their parents proud. Grandparents deserve to live long enough to spoil their grandkids. Andrea Cohen deserved to start her junior year of high school cancer-free. Hillary Onslager's parents deserve to worry about her first words and first steps as a baby, not about her cancer treatment. Taylor Barnett deserved to graduate college and live his adult life without cancer. Barney Wise deserved to be there with him when DJ was accepted to Georgetown. He deserved to teach him how to drive, but because of cancer, he couldn't do that. My mom deserved to drop her baby boy off at college knowing that I was safe, healthy, and completely cancer-free. With that said, we can never be certain who will get cancer and when. Cancer survivors and victims aren't confined to a single group. There is no distinguishing between a baby, a toddler, a teenager, adult, or a senior. There is no distinguishing between a phenomenal grandparent, a son, or a little brother. Events like Relay are an acknowledgement to the fact that cancer does not distinguish, but serves to empower each and every one of us to do something about it. How many spouses won't be able to grow old with their high school sweethearts? How many children won't be able to take their first steps? How many teenagers won't get to graduate high school, have their first kiss, fall in love, or attend their senior prom? How many storybook love stories won't end in old age, or will be cut too short by a diagnosis? How many empty chairs at Thanksgiving must there be? How many missed weddings, baptisms, birthdays, anniversaries must there be before we stand up and walk for change? We at Georgetown have an answer for that. We walk now. We change now, and we empower now. We celebrate now, we remember now, and we fight back now. We at Georgetown are united by our pink scars. We relay to celebrate the victories of Dolores Fornabayo, for Devin Ernest, for Jess Morcone, for Tim Malone, for Marlena Johnston, for every survivor. We relay for Sandy Rosen, Bobby Kerrigan, Janice Smith, Sandy Williams, for Joe Harvey, for J. Michael Puleo, for Victoria Del Basso, and for Joseph Dolan. We relay so that these people do not remain just names. Every name you see tonight on a Luminaria bag is a person with a mother and a father, and family and friends who watched and prayed and suffered and hoped right alongside of them. Each name had someone behind them, their family or friends or support group, who enabled them to keep fighting. No mother or sibling should be forced to give their loved one a hug, struggling through tears to say I love you for what might be the last goodbye as a person is wheeled into surgery or chemo. I am many things: a son, a brother, a friend, an optimist, a survivor, a warrior, a Hoya. Tonight I stand with you as all of these together. For tonight we relay for the past and the future. We relay for friends, for family, for the survivors and the lost alike. We celebrate, remember, and most importantly, we fight back. Tonight, we relay for memory and for hope. Tonight and together, we relay for life.